Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So if you have a Generac motor and you haven't done your maintenance yet, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing an oil change and a oil filter change. So this one is a Generac GH410, and it does take either 10W30 or 30 weight. So I always suggest check your owner's manual, make sure that you have the correct oil weight and the oil capacity. Now this particular motor takes 1500 milliliters of oil. We're gonna go ahead and warm up the engine for about 5 minutes, let all that oil move around, and then we're gonna go ahead and tilt the generator just a slight bit. And I am gonna remove one of the wheels so it's a little easier for me to work on it. You are gonna need a funnel, some gloves, 7/16 opening wrench, and you're also gonna need a oil filter wrench and a nice little oil pan. In my case, I had the Honda oil laying around. It's very easy to get, and I wanted to use it, so that's what we're going to use. You could always get the Generac oil if you want to. It is a lot more expensive, or you could use AMSOIL, which I love AMSOIL. So normally some of the oils in the market, work for about 100 hours, and AMSOIL is about 200 hours. So it is an amazing oil, and it is synthetic. So using some blue tape, I was able to do like a little channel for the oil to come down here, because if not, there's no way of it falling into the drain pan without making a total mess. So in order not to have to clean all these sections here, I just put that little thing there, and hopefully it should work fine and divert all the oil into the oil drain pan. So just a little trick that I learned, it kind of helps out. So usually at first I don't like to open up the fill plug. That way, when I take this off, you don't get all the oil to drain too fast. So it is a 7/16 opening wrench. It's not a regular bolt. It's kind of like one of those square ones. It does come with some Loctite on it, so you might have to put some back in there. Or we'll see, because sometimes it's reusable. So let's see if this works. All right, so far so good. Ooh, look at that nasty oil. All right, make sure you clean your drain plug. Yeah, I think this is a reusable one, so we should be good to go. All right, now let's open. See if I can open this up. All right, so that flows a little faster. Okay, so while the other side drains nicely, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little rag on this one. And it's already loose. These, you don't need to over tighten them. In my case, I already loosened it up just a little bit. Hopefully it won't make a total mess. All right, you want to go ahead and clean where the oil filter is going to go. And I'm going to let it sit there for just a little bit, let it drain the new oil filter. Remove the little cover. It seems like it has a little bit of oil on it, but I'm going to go ahead and add just a little more, so it's a lot easier to remove later on. All right, so make sure that everything is nice and clean over here before installing the new one. All right, so it wasn't that messy, which is good. I like this pretty orange one, it's cool. Just a little bit of a tighten it. That should be good enough. Go ahead and put back the drain plug. I don't have specs on tighten it, so don't go crazy. It is a cast aluminum case. So use your judgment. Okay, now we remove the tape And voila. All right guys, so there's no dipstick on this. So once you're done, you're gonna put this cap on and you're gonna put in there roughly, it's gonna be about 51 ounces. These have about 32 ounces each, or it's gonna be 1,500 milliliters. So it's gonna be basically until you see the oil right on the edge of this little tip right here, and that's pretty much it. So basically 1 whole quart, it's gonna be gone. Ooh, look at that nice clean oil. If you have an oil filter, you must start the engine, let it run, let it circulate. You want to fill up that oil filter. So in my case, it's basically sideways, so I didn't want to fill it up. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to turn it on, let it run, let that filter get full, and then we'll go ahead and recheck the oil. All right, guys, so after we ran it for about 3 minutes, we're going to go ahead and open up the oil cap again. And it should be lower because now the filter has more oil in it. So it's right on the edge, and that's exactly where you want it to go. If you have a dipstick, not like this, a little dipstick on yours, then follow the dipstick. So it could be a different engine. Some of the Generac engines are different. Some are bigger, some are smaller. So once you have that, don't forget, if you have the oil filter, start the machine for a little bit, 3 to 5 minutes, let it run, and then go ahead and double check everything. All right guys, so on my Generac, the spark plug is a little tight squeeze right here. So we're gonna remove the actual wire carefully. Okay, always put it in by hand. Do not put it in with a electric drill or anything like that. Always hand tighten first. Okay. All right, so always remember this little washer here, when you install it for the first time, is not compressed. So you have to give it a little extra, maybe a quarter turn or so. If you reinstall it, it's different, but when they're brand new, always remember that the spark plug has this little washer that hasn't been compressed yet. So yeah, once you get to the end, you still see it that it moves. So once it stops moving, then you're good to go. So right now, that little washer is being compressed. All right, and that's it. Put your spark plug cap on. Make sure you get that little lock. All right, guys, for the air filter, you could either use a flat or a 5/16 socket. It's a very simple way to remove the filter. Now, this is a Generac filter, 73111 is the part number for my air filter. Now, like I say, in my case, it's in perfect condition. It does have an extra little foam filter that keeps this one clean, so I'm not replacing it. So it's a little pesky to put it back, especially with a little foam filter. You gotta put the full foam filter here first. And then put this puppy back. And that's pretty much it on the filter. Super easy. All right, guys, so pretty much all done. Thanks for watching. Always maintain your engine so that way they last a long time. And change your oils, do your maintenance, especially the fuel. Take my advice on that, and you will have a engine that will last you a very long time without any headaches. So don't forget to like and follow. We have great videos coming, and some of the affiliate links below will help us out. All right, thank you, until the next video.